So real quick before I start the video, so yes, well aware that there's free access to background music and sound effects thanks to YouTube's audio library, but here's the thing. Everyone is using it. It's gonna be really hard for you to stand out from all the other YouTubers. It's gonna be really hard for you to, so it's gonna be really hard for you to stand out because of all the YouTubers out there are using the same exact music from the YouTube's audio library because, well, everyone is using it. And here's the thing though, just because YouTube's audio library, long name by the way, just because it's royalty free does not mean that you're gonna be safe. I mean, 9 times out of 10, yeah, because they're putting it out there for us to use on YouTube, right? Here's the thing though, so here's a short story. So I made a YouTube video not so long ago using their music, their background music. Situation was, I posted that exact video on Facebook, but then the music got flagged because it sounded very similar to someone else's music. I heard the music and it did sound similar to it, but they weren't the same thing. So I had to write Facebook saying that, hey, this is actually from YouTube's audio library, so what's the situation? And so the whole thing was resolved. But that's the thing though, just to let you know, just because these sites say it's royalty free, make sure to read the license because, hey, things happen. But now that that's said and done, hi, I'm Fernando, and today we're gonna be But now that that's said and done, hi, I'm Fernando, and let's get to today's video for free sites for sound effects and background music. Okay, so let's start with sound effects. So here's a scenario. So let's say you're driving. This is, I guess you can say, this is a steering wheel right here. Beep. So this is a steering wheel, right? And you're driving, and then all of a sudden, you have to stop your car because you realize you're in heavy traffic, and then that heavy road rage comes that says, ah, come on, let's go. So that sound effect right there was from an awesome site called Freesound. An original name, I know. But A, it's free, so here you just type in the sound you want. So for this, it will be the car horn, beep. And then you scroll down and then boop, there it is. Just click it. And I find it really cool that you can actually hear the sound before you actually download it too. And then all of a sudden, and then once you like the sound you want and it's what you want in your video, click download and you can download it. Now before you download it though, make sure you click the Creative Commons tab so that your search will be narrowed down, because as you can see, the sound effect that we used in the video is not for commercial use. So as I said before, read the license. I cannot say that enough. Read the license before you can use it, because you might be able, like for this one, I was able to use the horn sound effect because I'm not using this for professional video shoot. I'm just using it for YouTube, so it's all good. But also make sure to give a shout out to whoever created that sound effect. They would really appreciate it too. Which some of the sound effects too, that's actually mandatory that you have to do that. So again, read the license before you use the sound effect, because you do not want to get in trouble, because that's a situation with today. A lot of people go to these free sites and they don't read the license before they pop it into their next video for both commercial or personal use. Read the license. It will save you a lot of time and less stress. Now what sucks about freesound.org is that it takes a minute to find that exact sound that you want for your video, but hey, you get what you paid for. Now let's go to background music. Now for me personally, I use a site called Soundstripe because the music is ridiculously good. The user interface is friendly, and plus look how much you pay for a month. It's ridiculously cheap. But hey though, some of us can't afford to pay that a month because after a while it adds up. So here's an alternative for those that want a free route for getting background music and don't want to use YouTube's audio library all the time, because after a while it becomes redundant and then you hear your music and someone else's video. Background music is background music either way, and then also I see people do this all the time too. Do not use SoundCloud. A lot of people like to use SoundCloud. A buddy of mine from Downcast Spark, here's his up here. You can want somewhere around up here. Here's a link to his channel. There's a story about one time that he used music from SoundCloud, And he's the same thing that I went through from Facebook. He went through the same thing too, but it was on YouTube. They were flagging him, and he had to write them back saying that he actually got the approval from the artist himself from SoundCloud to be able to use the music for his video. But then he still got flagged, so it got taken off of YouTube. But then he had to write back YouTube to get it back on, and now he's squared away. And please don't be that person that goes on YouTube and takes the link and puts it in those weird sites that converts videos to music and then use that background music. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly who you are. Do not do that either. I mean, I know you want to go the free route and all, but come on, man. Really? So instead of taking those sketchy routes, to get background music, here's a free site called Free Music Archive. Now the user interface is good enough, but hey, it gets the job done. And as they say here too, make sure to respect the license. So read it, people. I'll even put it in the description. I'll even put it right here. Read the guidelines. So let's say you want to go a little popish. So let's click here and go to the genres and click pop, which again, searching music here is a bit of a pain. Let's give this stomp and clap. Let's give this a try. Oh. Ah, I like that. You can like use this for like travel upbeat video. But yeah, once you find what you like, you just download it and boom, there it is. You can put it in your video. But again, read the license. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos and future updates. Finally, because we're starting to slowly to go into the green phase. But the thing is, the world's gonna be a little bit different now after what happened. Like, it's a whole new world, and I can only imagine what's gonna happen in the future after COVID-19. But hey, things happen. All we can do is make the best of it and not dwell on the bad, even though it's easier said than done. But that's just life. We can't really control things that happen. All we can do is adjust and think of ways to make best of the moments, because we all have one life to live and life is too short. So it is what it is. But until next time, see ya.